subject of numbers, actually, I don't know how many followers we have at the moment, but the next 638, I'm told by Mr. Producer Reese.
So that was fast. He's on point.
He is.
He's on point. You see that? Boom. You think you can even finish the sentence, and he's already giving you the numbers, James.
Indeed, you seem very excited about this, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, we fired him so many times. I don't know what happened, why he's still here, but he's trying to prove himself.
He's just rolling around in the cupboard somewhere, when everyone's leaving and the security guards just, turning the lights off and stuff, making sure no one's here. Producer Reese is just like... just like that, stationary cupboard.
Are you suggesting he's sleeping in the attic or something? Because I don't think anyone goes up there. Anyway, we'll have to investigate. Maybe we can make a video.
Video of what?
We can investigate where Producer Reese has been hiding all this time. My bet's on the attic, but...
Sounds great, Dan.
Let's go. We're into the match. This is again going to be the first one James and I have casted together in a long time. We'll be jumping into the pistol, as you guys... sorry, the knife, as you guys can see. And it is Overpass, as you can also see. I'm providing all the useful information here today.
Dan, you are casting out of your mind right now. I'm not even sure I'm needed.
Look at that fountain. I love fountains. I love the sound of water. Isn't it relaxing?
So what we've learned today is that Dan loves fountains, guys.
I do. I love natural...
Dan loves a good fountain.
I love fixtures, like natural fixtures as well.
What is a natural fixture?
I don't know. It's a fixture...
What do you mean you don't know? You just said
That's
you love
natural,
them.
James.
That makes no sense.
We're casters. It doesn't have to make sense.
A natural fixture, like people say fixtures and fittings, like a cupboard in the kitchen.
Yeah.
What's a natural fixture?
I guess like
what's like a wolf den or something.
Maybe a water fountain is a natural fixture. I don't know.
You're speculating on what a natural fixture is when you said that you love natural fixtures.
I'm just gonna say.
Hi, my name's Dan. I love natural fixtures, but let's identify what a natural fixture is, because I have no idea.
I heard it's all about the delivery. You've just blown it up for me, James, because you're throwing the questions in there. And I can't take it. Please.
Tell me more about fountains, Dan. This is going well.
I don't know. I just like water rushing around. It's great. It's relaxing.
Do you like toilets then as well? They rush around the toilet.
Yeah,
do you spend much time
when I can't get a water
toilets?
fountain, I spend my time resting against the toilet, flushing it.
Resting against the toilet?
Repeatedly.
Oh my god. Can't imagine what you're like on a date.
Alright. Okay, so we're into the match.
First there was chunks of death, now we rest against toilets. Alright, so all the T's are moving up towards the beloved fountain of Dan's. In fact, they're now going over towards the connector. You can see there is a boost by HellRaisers looking over in case they open the door, but they're going to come back up. So giving HellRaisers the runaround at the moment. They will move back to the respective sites, but the boost is still intact.
Yeah, looks like they just want to go and just pressure towards A, but they're not committing towards there just yet. They're just trying to stake it out a little bit and see if they can force a bit of a rotation. And just the other cool thing about this is that if there are any forward players from HellRaisers, it kind of forces them to play a little bit further back as well, because they want to play closer towards the site, but they don't know for sure, so they don't want to play too deep into a rotation position, like in the middle of the map, like connector. It
almost looks like they're running around trying to catch someone with the numbers. So worst case, they trade and put these CTs in a bad position. Start creeping in the sewer area now, but the boost has since gone. HellRaisers just holding steadfast at the moment, waiting for Reason to make their play, and their play is going to be through Monster, split onto the B bomb site.
And Angel's the first point of contact, but he's going to miss the first few shots. He's not going to get another opportunity, and Reason will take full advantage, getting the bomb down, and Hunter's going to press the advantage as well, taking down Dozier. So things looking quite grim here at the moment for HellRaisers, but they can still push Reason away from the bomb site pretty effectively, but then the matter becomes actually getting the frags here, and the time is ticking away on the bomb, so they need to be getting this retake happening right now. Maeve able to defend with the help of Yuki as well. Kucha is down, and all hope seems lost for HellRaisers.
Adren with 16 HP, going to do what he can, try and make a bit of money. He's going to run away and save his armor, it seems. He can, I was going to say, peek from those stairs. You see Adren for Team Liquid, he likes to AWP from up those stairs as well. Bit of a sneaky angle. Still not as common as it could be, but there we go. First round goes to Reason.
Maybe we can name the fountain after me. How about that? I don't have any fixtures.
How about Noda?
There are no natural fixtures that I know of in existence in this world that are named after me.
No.
Okay. Alright, so we have the usual assortment of weapons. HellRaisers opting to go for the Force Buy. And on this map it can be pretty effective. You have fast rotation times and there's a lot of good angles to use pretty much all of the usual suspects scouting amongst one of those, but Taboo is going to be straight in there, and this is really nice, but Dozier goes straight in, straight away, and takes full advantage with the P250, and that is a huge, huge issue here for Reason, who are now down to 3 players, one of which is very low.
Okay, so the CT move back to short. Smoked off for the time being, but the bomb plant still has to come in. Look at the damage onto Yugi as well. Only 11 HP, so they're going to have to be very careful. And the question is, who's going to plant the bomb? If he plants the bomb, he gets sprayed through. Oh, never mind that. The bomb is going to go down. That's CZ putting in great work. Almost finds a third. Adren will be the one to clean up. That's HellRaisers Adren. And HellRaisers make their way onto the scoreboard.
Definitely not an American Team Liquid Adren.
No, no.
Because we would have to ban him then. This is the European qualifier. He's American.
He could play for a European team.
I guess he could.
Your theory is flawed.
But he's in the North American region currently.
Moving swiftly on.
Yes.
HellRaisers in with the mixed bag. 2 AKs on their side already. That's going to be pretty juicy. The rush coming in from Reason, but how much damage will it do? Config has got the Kevlar and the bomb, but they're kind of stuck on the wrong side of the sites at the moment. They would love to be deep into that CT water. Angel is cleaning them up. Kucha coming in as well with the Galil. No frags yet for Reason. Mo gonna go down. But this should not be too troublesome for HellRaisers. Again, they do have the SMGs coming in. Gonna survive with 4 players as well. So not much in the way of success there for Reason.
Absolutely. It's not really gone so well. And of course, that really means that HellRaisers can establish a very strong economy straight away. And on the CT side, you are really loving that kind of a situation. It's always going to be really nice to get this far ahead on the money. Now it's about how consistently they play off of that. And they're already going for some connector control here with Mo, who's got himself...
Boom.
Oh, he's got a bullet to the brain. Config with a very nice long-range shot, and that is Mo out of the picture in this round at the very least.
He's got himself an appointment, Dan, with some reconstructive surgery. That's what he's got.
That was a full frontal lobotomy.
Well, there are still 2 AKs in the hands of HellRaisers versus... the pistols and now MP9 of Reason. So they really haven't... well, they've got a CT done. There isn't a lot much else going on. Those are going to be making some coin with that MP9 running out of bullets. The Tech9 can't do the job in time. He will be glocked. We'll see if they go to upgrade the weapons. That's going to be Angel holding the angle there, knowing that Reason is going to want to pick up those weapons, want to pick up that MP9. And he'll punish them for doing so and then clean up the rest of the round. Should see the buy from Reason now.
It's quite a cool bit of damage there from Reason, 2 frags. But again, in the light of the fact that they were unable to win one of their force buy backs onto HellRaisers when HellRaisers took it straight to them earlier on in the match, means that HellRaisers' economy is just really sick regardless. So it's hard really to overcome that when you get reset straight away, as they did. So now we have the full weapon round. We've got Reason rocking the AWP on Yugi and Mo, respectively, for the HellRaisers side. He is playing quite defensively, though, for HellRaisers, just chilling on back, playing really defensively in the toilets area. He's still in that area, though, so they can actually spot a little bit, but still, HellRaisers is playing it very cautiously. They're trying to feel out how Reason want to approach their default, but it looks like Config's going to get the better of Angel there towards the connector area, which is going to give them a slight advantage going into this one.
Yeah, HellRaisers will lack a lot of information now, as that connector/sewer area is very important, especially for the fastest rotate from the T side. See the bomb still holding position around the connector area, while Reason creep towards along with 2 people. Seems it may head towards B for the time being. Again, still a player, Taboo, holding the angle in the connector area, and Hunden will help him go for the peek, then come back upstairs. 30 seconds remaining now, and Reason not too close to the site just yet. Oh, Adren's going to miss the shot and expose his position, but can he get any punishes here? Not going to find a frag through the smoke there, and Reason will be moving over towards the B bomb site after all, and the rotation has come in towards A here. Going to be a late one going back, but will Reason get onto the bomb sites in time?
That bomb is being punished straight away, and it's like Reason have a very nice setup going into the defense here, and HellRaisers have enough money that they can just throw a retake, especially as it's the B bomb site, but Yugi with a very nice shot into Mo is going to start off things very well for Reason. Now HellRaisers are reconsidering their efforts. That AWP really paying for itself in this round with a very nice stop. So HellRaisers, they will have to be very concerned about their economy going forwards, because despite losing 2 players, they're now reset on the money. So if they continue to lose rounds, it's going to be very hard pressed for them to keep up these big buys that they really want. So Reason look like they're springing back into this one, and I was really worried for them actually. HellRaisers getting so much money right at the start on the CT side. You can see like really big swings scoreline wise on this map when the situation is like that, but Reason fighting back valiantly. So Will they keep going with that very slow approach and keep just trying to flush HellRaisers out? And once they get the pick, if HellRaisers deliver that, then they can keep playing the rotations. Because so far, it seems like Reason are comfortable there.
Yeah, consolation was Creature managed to upgrade his Galil to an AK. Mo's going to get stopped by the lip of the wall there, jumping onto the top. So, Reason spread out, have the initial spread. This time they have, I believe that's Maeve looking towards the sewer area. Again, this is going to be an all-important one. When you see Na'Vi playing on the T side, C's often throws a Molotov onto short to stop the CTs pushing into that area, as it is key to control. If CTs manage to keep someone in that sewer area, it really chokes the options of the T side. But for now, it will be somewhat uncontested. Obviously, there are options for HellRaisers to boost there, as we saw in the pistol round. But for now, it will be left empty, so they'll be lacking a bit of information, as will Reason. Got to be careful for flanks, but they're probably more likely to come in later on, as opposed to now.
And this is really nice from HellRaisers. They've been denying any pick opportunities for Reason. This was something that had sunk HellRaisers in a previous round. Once Reason picked up the pick, it seemed very simple and straightforward, but here you go. They're having to push through these choke points. Adren already in with a quick kill. Can he get a second one for the follow-up? He will not. It's Mo who now needs to do the damage, and he will pick up one kill, but he's got to look at both angles. Mo is handling it with such finesse, but it is going to be a 2-on-2 situation here now for HellRaisers. However, with 15 seconds left to play with, Reason really needs to get that bomb down. The pressure is really on. The mad dash from Maeve with such low time to consider is not going to pay off, and that's going to be HellRaisers picking up the round. And again, got to emphasize that slow pace from HellRaisers not giving any pick opportunities. That seemed to be an issue for Reason. I
think at the end there, Reason had to probably go for the frags rather than the kind of YOLO bomb plant there, because they have to like, if I was in that position, I'd probably gamble on the both CTs being on the site somewhere, and at least try and get one frag. There was enough time. If you manage to get one frag, maybe you can plant the bomb if the other guys bank or something, but didn't go their way, unfortunately. And credit to Mo as well. He got one frag there, then jumped up behind the bomb plant normal area behind the boxes to see where the other Ts were, and used the information from the player's shadow on long to basically pre-fire him before he could get an angle on him. So very nice play by him, using all the information available.
Oh, this could be really big here. HellRaisers going to be up against two players in the long area. Now, how the fragging goes could really be very decisive in this round, because the T's are pushing in. Hunden's going to get the first kill onto Mo. Adren needs to deliver the trades. He gets the first kill, falls back, knowing that there is more lurking, and Hunden will actually punish him as he tries to fall back. It is very hard to retreat from that position, and HellRaisers now in a very awkward spot, because there's two players. Actually, the bomb is down towards the party areas, so potentially, I believe it is actually Angel who is lurking in the area. He could save this round, but no, Config with a shot to the side of the head. Should finish this one off here for Reason.
The timing could have been brutal there for Angel, as he may have heard the play long, turned around and got shot in the back of the head immediately. Really unfortunate for him. So they continue to trade rounds here. This is not good for the CT side. So many rounds on the board so early for Reason is very promising indeed.
You can see that the trend does seem to be at the moment that Reason, again, they're playing a fairly slow trade-based play where they want to find picks early on into the round, into the mid-round as well. And every time they come out positive, they've won the round at the moment. They're able to just barrel HellRaisers down. So Reason outplaying them in that sense. So HellRaisers, I think, could opt for either, it's basically going one end of either end of the spectrum, going a lot more aggressive than they're going to try to get better and more surprising shock and awe engagements in important areas, and then falling back, or just playing incredibly passive, because they've not tried either just yet. Actually, though, that said, this is looking more passive than they've played previously. This could be quite nice for HellRaisers. They just need to be patient.
Indeed, this is something you see on ecos as well, where people often just play on the sites, play the close quarters. Adrenaline with a 5-7, this should prove more favourable than if they were moving further out. But they will be lacking information, so they have to really hope that they've got the right number of players in the right area. You can see them creeping towards the B-bomb sites. And they're just going to march into the monster tunnel. But are they going to be seen anytime soon here? Dozy's got a nade out. He's going to go for the flash, and he needs to try and waste time while his teammates come in. The split's coming in as well. Did he see the shadow from short? I'm not sure if he did, and he's going to just about get the frag onto Hunden, but he's got 9 bullets left in the magazine. Bomb's getting planted in the smoke, but the cavalry is here. 4 versus 2 now, as he looks for one of the 2 final players.
Yeah, that bomb being down isn't going to help very much, considering there's so many bodies that the CTs can throw. But Yugi's going to come in from the side, takes down one player, Tabu with one as well. Mo and Adren need to make it happen, but Adren, he had a key opportunity there to take down Yugi, but that means Mo is going to have to get it done. Swaps out for the rifle. That bomb is ticking very quickly at this point. Mo's got to go for the hold at this point. Tosses out the flashbang. Oh, it was good, but Yugi, excellently done, sprays down Mo's position. And we have a tied game, 4-4. And wow, that was a really close one. And I have to say, I love Reason's choice to just walk Monster. They had been conditioning HellRaisers to, because every single round previous, they'd been pressuring A side so heavily, and HellRaisers started playing 3 players there. And I think they made that read in the previous round. They were like, hey, maybe they're going to keep doing this. And they went for the B walk. Very, very smart.
I don't know how HellRaisers managed to lose that 4v2, but that's going to put them on a complete eco here. Just P250s, no armor, no nades, no kit. Not much going on, and they're all falling one by one. Dozier, only one remaining. He was in the CT pit for so long in the previous round, but it wasn't enough for his team. No kills for HellRaisers in that round. Those P250s won't pay for themselves, and this will leave the HellRaisers economy on the edge here, as they will be lacking. You can see all the nades that they don't have, and only 1 kit on 5 players as well. Though with the rotation, that could be alright, but you know, it's less than ideal, to say the least.
And we are going to have a faster round here coming in from Reason Gaming. And yeah, Mac 10 on config there, and a lack of helmets on a couple of the players might be very devastating, but in they go regardless, pushing in for the bomb plant on B once again. Dozier needs a hero defense, and he's not going to pull it off at the moment. It's going to be Reason once again with full control of the B bomb site. Kuta jumping in, but he gets headshot by the Mac 10 of config. And HellRaisers have to consider saving right now the 2 rifles that they have left, because this is not looking too fantastic. Reason seems to really have this down.
Bagging tunes there. Well, it's that's always horrible when you're on a CT side, when again you are on the your economy is always on the brink of destruction, and then the T's just choose to rush you and just obliterate it immediately. Not going to give you any opportunity to achieve anything in the round. Only Yugi going down, Mo to scarper away and save what he can for his team. But then how are HellRaisers going to play this next round? We've seen them play passively. They should have won the round. The way they had a 4v2 situation, they should have won the round. But now they're going to be in a situation where maybe they go for the same thing, but with a lot less equipment. I
actually think they got pretty lucky in that defense as well, because as you said, on the bomb site, there were like 2 players there. And I think it was Dozier who was in the water. He actually made a jump to the lip of the bomb site, and he messed it up, and that was the way he actually got the 2 kills, because they didn't expect him to have messed up the jump. So, oh, that's a beautiful flick there from Yugi.
There goes the rifle.
Oh, they're going for the aggressive play, and it's not working out with these pistols this time around. Yugi with a lot of frags. I'm going to assume that you pronounce that Yugi. I'm going to assume.
I'm thinking Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, are you thinking that? It reminded me of Yogi the Bear.
I don't even know what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. Is that a card game or something?
Yeah. Well, it's
That's all I need to know about Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's like battle. It's like one of those battle card game, comic cartoon things. Anime sort of
that stuff.
Jobby. Yeah.
I was more of a Tintin man.
That is very much older. I used to watch a lot of Tintin and so on. I had some of the comics too.
Bit of Asterix.
Asterix and Obelix, yeah. I read all the comics of that. Garfield the cat.
Well, I didn't go that
those
far.
Comics?
No. No, Dad.
Come on.
Stick to the fountains.
I feel very old at the moment. Anyway.
Yeah, some of the things you say make me think you've got water on the brain.
Well you know. We got opener from Yugi with the AWP. And we'll have to see whether Reason can once again just prove the trend true and basically take this round from this point. Usually when a CT goes down early in the round, as a T, and on the T side you're like, oh, this is brilliant, because you can really play the rotation game to full effect right there. But on Overpass, it's a little bit easier for the CTs because the rotation times are quite quick. However, if the T side have good grenades, it can be very difficult because they don't need to really expend all that many now. They can just go for an execute, and there's less players on either side. So this is looking really strong for Reason, and HellRaisers have a big task in their hands. Dren could be the man to stop it all.
Right, well, he's going to do what he can. He's going to miss the initial shot, and Maeve's going to find the frag. Tabu's going to headshot Kucher on long as well. So 5 versus 2. This is going really bad for HellRaisers. I mean, their economy is getting absolutely ruined. They've given up so many T rounds that you really have to strongly favor Reason to take the match at this point.
Absolutely. Especially if you consider that HellRaisers had the ideal criteria to have a strong CT start. They lost the piss round, then they force bought, and they won the following round with 3 guys left alive, winning, and then they won the follow-up flawlessly, and then won the follow-up round with only 2 players dead. So their economy was in almost the best way that it can possibly be. So that is a gorgeous start to have. But the problem is that they just weren't able to, from an individual perspective, play as well as Reason. They were getting outpicked. And when it came to just pushing to the sites, Reason were taking them down on the aim duels there as well and playing a better trading game. So it's just, you know, it feels like HellRaiser's CT side today at the very least is very lackluster on Overpass. But perhaps they can do a similar thing on the T side. We'll have to see as things progress. But they're back into a desperation buy here. We've got a couple of FAMASs in play. No helmets on Dozier and Angel. And not as many grenades as they'd like.
Right, well, we'll see what the approach is here from HellRaisers again. The limited buy is even more limited now. 2 FAMASs, a few flashbangs. Again, just the 1 kit. Lacking some helmets here and there, though won't matter that much unless they go into Maeve with that M4. Will be 1 shot to Angel or Dozier.
Absolutely. Look how defensive they are, James. They're afraid.
Yeah, but this is actually really hard to break for the T side, and they're going to have to spend some time discerning exactly what the CTs are doing. You can see Maeve's moved into a more passive position down towards the B bomb site there, where he was previously further up to the right of the monster tunnels, looking into sewers as well, but now he's changed up his position, so he's a bit less vulnerable, has some cover, is able to retreat should he need to. But with 35 seconds left on the clock here, the T's should realize what's going on.
The thing as well about a round like this, rounds like this should come in much, much earlier, but this is the point I'm going to finish later on because we have the push coming in. Reason are going for a quick drop through connector, through the squeaky door, through short, into the B-bomb site. And Dozier, oh, he's only going to get 1. Takes a penetration back straight to the face as Taboo moves in for a double entry. Now things are getting interesting here because HellRaisers look much better than on some of the retakes. The pressure is on it almost immediately after that plant goes down. Mo comes in from Squeaky as well. He needs to make this happen here. Yugi, he's been so good. He's going to take critical damage there. Mo still trying to work away with the FAMAS. Can he make the frag happen? Finally, he'll get it. But still, there's Maeve and Taboo to worry about. They are going to be trying to play this as perfectly as they can as Adren moves in with Kucha. Very well done indeed. Good team play. But Maeve still has the ability to save this. There goes the flash. Now he's going to go straight for the plant, the diffuser. Very smart stuff there. And that's going to win them the round, all because of the way that the coverage that we had in that situation. And, well, greetings.
There's Quake Dan.
Oh, yes. Look, I have a... What? Here it is.
So do you know why we can't call the fountain Dan?
Well, you should
what if
call
somebody
it Dan. But
you said name it after you. So
well, yeah, but maybe not just Dan. Maybe be a little bit more... Bit wittier.
But that's your name, Dan. You said name it after you, and Dan is your name.
I guess.
So therefore, you're saying...
You can use some level of imagination. I know you have a pretty amazing imagination.
I do, but you see...
we
can't call the fountain Dan.
There.
We can't call the fountain Dan.
All right.
Because Dan, what if someone jumps into the fountain? Then what do we say, Dan? Exactly. That's why you can't call the fountain Dan. Very bad idea indeed.
Well, firstly, you can't fit in that fountain. Secondly, nothing goes on in that part of the map ever, almost ever, unless you're Virtus Pro.
They're running past Dan. They've jumped onto Dan. There are shots flying at Dan. It doesn't work.
All right.
Back into the match.
Last couple rounds here in the first half. HellRaisers are trailing quite significantly so. And they're yet to really find a response. They are trying to bank in this passive play. This round, they've mixed it up a little bit. They've gone passive on A with 3 players, but they're going a little bit more aggressively on Suez at the opening. However, the opening of the round is not really the issue for HellRaisers. Reason have shown consistently they've had an incredibly slow pace into the opening of the round, into the mid-round, and the late rounds when stuff really starts to get going for them. And now, as we can see once again, that very late part of the round, 30 seconds left, Reason deciding to go with a distraction play of Hunden. Can't get anything done towards A. He's going to have to put hope in his teammates who are now pushing into the B-bomb site through Monster. And one also backstabbing towards short and config that lurker. He is going to get both players. That is fantastic. HellRaisers with no hope in this round, in this last 2 rounds here potentially. This is very grim indeed.
Well, I really hope that HellRaisers have some strong T executes, otherwise they are in a lot of trouble here. A lot of trouble indeed.
Yeah, I mean, again, as we can see, I mean, at the start of the show I said, hey, Reason are a team, if you consider and factor into HellRaisers' instability, and you factor in the fact that Reason, they're Danes, and they're of course going to have really good individual skill. And as you also mentioned, a lot of the Danish players tend to have played together quite a lot in any configuration. So they're also going to be familiar playing with one another, I would imagine. So yeah, everything with Reason here is in the making to create an upset against HellRaisers, which is what it is. But should it be? That's also another question, with considering how HellRaisers are playing lately.
Last round of the first half. HellRaisers with only 4 rounds on the board. Imagine if they lose a pistol in the second half and they only have 4. Like, I don't know, it looks bleak at the moment, but not over until it's over. Reason with all the toys to play with, Molotovs on 4 of the 5 players, Tech 9s all over the place.
Okay, here we go. This is much more common in the meta at the moment. Get a good player to go for this push solo, with a bit of support in the first stages, as we saw FMO, and then in most position he can decide, based on intuition, information from his teammates, if he pushes further around for the backstab. That's something we see Olofmeister doing incredibly well for Fnatic. It's a very, very strong role. This time we see that Mo, he had the confidence to go for it, which is important. Oh, you have to be joking. That is. God.
It was the second peak. You saw him jump a few seconds earlier, and there they go. The dominoes start to fall here on the A bomb site. Kuji going to do what he can. He's got the bomb for his team. That's going to be really important. But there's a crossfire potential not needed. Config going to find a frag regardless. Only those remaining. We're looking at 11-4 here.
I was gonna like continue that point, finish it, but there's no point in this. James, he got shot in the face of the AWP. It's brutal.
He did indeed. But yeah, you could see there was a read on HellRaisers as to Reason's initial approach to the long area, as Mo was on his own, but still looked away, expecting a flashbang to come in. Then went back for the peak and found a frag.
Ooh, HellRaisers did choose this map as well, so that is a little bit scary for them. Cobble was the choice of their opponent's Reason, which is also extra scary when a team decides to pick Cobble into you. However, we will be going into the very telling pistol round, of course. If HellRaisers are able to win it, then they'll be able to stay in this one. And if Reason win this, their odds plummets dramatically. So here we go. We get the B play as the opener here for HellRaisers.
Right, so Config going to play the alternative angle here towards the monster area, and here comes the push. Can he find any headshots? I see one, and he's going to get traded immediately. Adrenaline going to take down Hunden as well, but Taboo's in position with that USPS. Look at the range on that thing. 2 headshots, 2 kills for him, leaving only Mo. This is doable. He doesn't have the bomb yet. It's on the floor. He needs to go and get it. That smoke will give him one less angle to worry about for a few seconds, but I think both CTs indeed. They're in position. They're going to double peek, and just find out who gets the frag. It's going to be Maeve. And that's not a good start for HellRaisers.
No, absolutely not. And the thing as well with the with Config's position in the off angle there, he actually rushed his shots a lot. If you see some of the really sick players
like Jay's at FB
in the top 8 teams.
Oh.
You know, that's guaranteed 2 kills there. Absolutely. if it's like Olof and you're probably expecting like even 3, it's a very good position. If the first guy is not shooting you like that, it's very dangerous. But either way, his team were able to clean up and Reason have a very strong position. But it's about the force buy here of HellRaisers and whether they're able to actually make this count. Because Reason will be expecting it. They will expect this, and now they've spotted it as well. But can they hold it? The Ump is in action by Long here.
Oh, that's a nice smoke from Dozier landing onto Optimus Prime to make it easy to plant the bomb, but it's still going to be extremely hard as it's 5 versus 3 now. Make that 2 as we've got HellRaisers players falling over left and right, and I think this one could get closed out pretty quickly, Dan.
They didn't lose more than a single player against the full force buy. The force buy that usually is very capable of not only taking everyone down, but, well, that would win you the round, but not only doing a lot of damage for winning the round as well. That is not a good omen here for HellRaisers as they look for a full eco, which will put Reason 2 points away from taking map number 1. Their opponent's choice as well, and Maeve is feeling a little bit aggressive early into the round, looking for some info. It's got some support as well on Yugi by Connector. Very brave choice considering they don't have to go that deep against the pistols, but they have chosen to do so, and it's not proving to be all that problematic for them.
Great play there by Yugi. You could see he didn't overextend with the USPS. He didn't move too far to his right. He just moved back while his teammate was covering the angle so he could get out of there in case there were more people. Good play by him, but that will leave HellRaisers one-man disadvantage. Managed to pick up an but neither of these Ts have any armor to speak of. So they're going to have to get a bit lucky here, get a close headshot. It's not going to happen for Kucha. He'll go down towards the toilet area, leaving Angel without the bomb. You can see there's a triangle of doom around it here from these CTs. Almost gets a kill onto Config, but it would have been a consolation, as that's another round in the bag for Reason.
Yeah, this is very unexpected, again, considering how it started and also the teams. So, up on Yugi straight away. This guy's been beasting this match so far. He's on 24 kills, so it's a pretty good average as we're going into the 19th round. 24 kills is pretty hot stuff indeed. And we're going to see a different approach here from Reason. They are deciding to go quite aggressive indeed. Yugi's going to smoke off the close angle and look up towards the party to see if he can spot any quick kills. And Maeve's going to win his battle in Connector, which only will serve to alleviate pressure on the mid-round timings for Yugi, who's AWPing. So they will fall back anyway, but there's so much control from Reason here. So much space that they've created, but now they've chosen to concede.
Yeah, Angel's heavily tagged. He's got to make the best use of the AK that he can. He's got to gamble, go for the smoke, and he's going to get punished immediately by Taboo. We'll see if he goes to upgrade his FAMAS later. Maybe it won't even be required. Still Yugi hanging around with the AWP as well. Currently looking down the long area. I think he might be jumping behind bank, but here we go. There's still a fair amount of time on the clock here for the HellRaisers guys to play with. They do have the bomb. They have a man disadvantage, and they're going to go for the A split, it seems. Are we going to have another gamble through the long smoke? While that smoke's down, it may cause a distraction, which might allow Mo to win the round for his team. He's not going to find any frags. Complete cleanup here by the Reason players on the B-bomb site.
It's like HellRaisers are not even on the server at the moment. They're just... I don't know what's going on. They're just getting completely destroyed. And it's not just...
On their map. Their map choice.
Yeah, the thing is that strategy can't even really come into it, because in a lot of spots, we're seeing a consistent result from Reason in these aim battles. That Reason are just winning a lot of them. Even if they're not as favored, they're getting too much out of it every single time at the moment. HellRaisers, they will go for that last-ditch attempt here onto the B-bomb site with an execute. But so far, if Reason have... well, if they've been sending a statement, we can only expect HellRaisers to get shut down here as they move in. Mo with a quick snap onto Config. That's going to be good here, but Taboo's still alive by the water. Gets tagged down to 10 HP. Maybe, just maybe, HellRaisers can force their way in here, but still, the cavalry is arriving, and there's only one man dead for Reason still. How are they holding on like this?
Yeah, you can see the ruthless aggression coming out from the CT side. Just jumping over the box, looking for the frags, taking down the bomb planter, leaving Angel with a Deagle versus 4, versus an Orb 2, M4s and a FAMAS.
That doesn't sound good.
Just waiting for the final shots to come in. There's not much else to say. I mean, it's 15-4. I'm just bearing witness to the destruction, and there it is.
16-4. That is crazy. That is that's substantial. That's a great way for Reason to kick this one off. And moving into their own map as well, they've got to be feeling absolutely phenomenal at the moment.
Was Hunden on the old My XMG team?
Yes.
Which
yes.
MSO and so on, who had the running executes onto Overpass?
Yeah, he was, I believe.
I think he was. So so these guys are probably quite well versed on Overpass, despite it being the pick of HellRaisers.
Absolutely. And, well, I mean, there's a lot of work for HellRaisers to do. They've got to reset themselves. They've got to go in. Because they even had a great start there. It's not as if they... Because some teams, sometimes they'll get really screwed up on the money. It's like, oh, well, you know, we lost both pistol rounds. We kept getting reset. We kind of should have won that game. We didn't get many opportunities. That wasn't... No, HellRaisers straight up got crushed there.
They did.
So, well... Let's take a quick break then, James, and we'll be jumping into the second map momentarily, so stay with us here on FACEIT TV for more for the FACEIT Stage 3 European Qualifiers.